Dear brothers and sisters, I want to discuss with you today, is Islam the solution or the problem for the humanity? There are people, there are movements, there are anti-Islamic groups that propagate, that are propaganding that Islam is the problem across the globe. I want to analyze this in the light of the world problems that we have today. Many countries across the world are today facing problem of drugs, alcoholism, and domestic violence. And we see the wars that are taking place across the globe. If you analyze all of these and see and compare that with Islam and see what does Islam have to say about it, and you will be able to see that Islam, far from being a problem, rather is the solution. I would argue the only solution to the problems of humanity. For example, the drugs and alcoholism. Today, there are many youngsters who die because of drugs, who are victimized because of drugs and alcohol. Innocent souls have been lost. Many families have to go through all this pain of losing the loved ones. And then you have these car accidents that take place because of alcoholism. There are crimes that happen across the globe, and 80 to 90% of the crimes are taking place under the influence of drugs or alcohol. So this is like a disease in the human society. And what does Islam have to offer for that? Islam does not only not allow drugs and alcohol, rather Islam provides counseling to make people go away from drugs and alcohol. A child is taught right from the beginning that drugs and alcohol are prohibited in Islam. So Islam takes you far away from these problems that the world has. The third problem, as I said, is of domestic violence. Domestic violence, once again, is perpetrated in general against the woman. There are rapes that happen. There are sexual assaults that take place. There are physical assaults that take place against the woman. According to various statistics across the globe, 1 in 10 women at least is the victim of domestic violence. What is the solution to this? Islam offers an absolute solution to it. From stage 1, from the childhood, the children are taught to respect their mothers. They are taught to respect their sisters. They are taught when they grow up older to respect their wives and to respect their daughters. The rape rate that is happening across the globe has reached epidemic heights. Across the globe, especially in the Western world, in America itself, from FBI's 2004 report, it says that more than 80,000 women are raped in America in every year alone. What it means is every minute 2 women are raped. What's the solution? The women get through such a difficult thing, and then the men are only going to jail for a couple of months or years. In Islam, the punishment is strict. The strict punishment deters the perpetrator from committing the crime. So these problems of the modern world that we have today, drugs, alcoholism, domestic violence, and wars that take place, Islam says, if you kill an innocent, it is as though you have killed the whole of humanity. And it goes further, while you are in a state of war, and the enemy might have committed crimes against humanity and killed your own fellow soldiers, yet if that person seeks peace, if the enemy seeks peace while in the middle of the battlefield, not only grant him peace, but escort him to a place of peace. So I say, Islam, far from being a problem to humanity, is the solution, rather the only solution to the entire human race. I would conclude with the statement of Sir Bernard Shaw, one of the think tanks of the Western world. During the mess and the chaos of World War I and World War II, when the Western world was propagating secularism and democracy across the globe, Sir Bernard Shaw says in one of his lectures, which is recorded in the book The Genuine Islam, published from Singapore in the year 1936. It says that if a man like Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam were given the dictatorship of the modern world, he would have solved all its problems and brought the much needed peace and happiness to the world. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.